Welcome back to Toon News, the daily news show where we talk to you guys about the latest in trending or newsworthy in cartoons. We're back. Before we begin the episode, I noticed that a lot of you that watch my content aren't subscribed. I'll put a picture up here. But, so if you're watching my content, please do, if you see a red subscribe button, please click it and click the bell notification too. So you never miss my content. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and you can change your mind down the road if you want to. With all that being said, let's roll the intro. Let's talk about character development. Character development, in my opinion, is something that every great writer or storyteller needs in order to make us really learn and grow with the character. So with the Owl House, this comes into play with Amity. In season 1, Amity was, I'm speaking from experience here, this is my personal experience. Amity was one of the worst people, in my opinion, in season 1. But as she grew, and as she learned that, hey, maybe humans and Luz aren't that bad, that's when she started to grow and learn that, hey, maybe I shouldn't be doing the stuff that I'm doing right now. And so, she stopped, and now she's kind of turned over a new leaf. Kind of. I say, well, no, kind of. She's turned over a new leaf. And that's just it with cartoons and characters like this. You have this character who's seemingly so evil, so malicious, so bad, when really, when they get their own arc, when they get their own story to themselves, and then you start to realize what made them that evil, that's when you start to recognize the character and the surrounding characters and how it affected his or her backstory and how they are now. Like, for example, Amity's parents, they were manipulative, first off. Well, okay, not Alador, but Odalia Blight, Amity's mom, she was manipulative. Alador kind of sat and just watched in a way, which is a terrible way of phrasing it. But he wasn't like her, but she essentially told Amity that since she's a blight, she shouldn't be hanging around Willow. You can see this in one of the Owl House episodes. And Amity's grown so much from that person we first met in season 1, episode 1. And let me just say, I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you haven't seen the episode yet. All I'm gonna say is, fans, you're gonna be happy after this one. Very happy. And it goes back to Dana Terrace. Alright, the Owl House actually won a Peabody Award this year. If you don't know, Peabody Awards are basically like awards for like television or like animation or like both combined. The Owl House won it, which completely deserved. Congratulations. The Owl House won it this year, and that just proves my point that it takes writing, it takes skill, it takes creativity and imagination. A lot goes into these shows, and I think that's why the fans love them so much, because the fans know how much goes into these shows, and so they love it because it's so well produced and it's so well made that it's hard not to love it. This is the case with shows like The Owl House, Amphibia, any like cartoon nowadays, really. And there are some that aren't as good. I'm not going to be naming any names. There are some that aren't as good, but I think the only reason they're not good is because they felt kind of rushed and they didn't really have that same charm to them. So if you have a charm to the show and you got likable characters and a great cast, not to mention imagination and creativity, you're not doing the same boring stuff each episode, I feel like you personally have a recipe for a great show. Now, a show depends on its fan base, but as long as you stick to that fan base and not go try to breach into other people's fan base, then you should be good. I was in such a deep rant there. Sorry, I get real passionate about this stuff. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Go watch Escaping Expulsion on demand on Disney Channel or Disney Now if you have the app. And yeah, all that being said, peace.